Welcome back, Truth Seeker. In the headlines, Monday, March 21st, 2022, the premature passing of gospel singer LaShun Pace, reportedly dead at age 60, and she joins her sister, who passed last year, January 14th, 2021, Duranice, and her mother, who passed on July 7th, 2020, Bettie Ann Pace. And I want you to see the unmistakable pattern between the deaths of the three women who are all family. So her sister passed last year, January 14th, and from her sister's death to her death today is 431 days later, which is the 83rd prime number, and the family surname Pace has a gematria of 83, just like the word murder equals 83. And if you're new here, gematria is the simple practice of coding numbers into words. There's a song out there that came out in 1983 called Murder by Numbers, where it talks about how killing is the sport of the elite. It's as simple as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. And there's also a movie out there called Murder by Numbers, where on the movie poster they changed the E to the 3, the B to the 8. Murder has that gematria of 83 and 38 when you use numerology. The star of that film is Sandra Bullock. The film came out 38 weeks after her birthday, and her name also has gematria of 83. So again, the two sisters dead 431 days apart, the 83rd prime. And as for the mother's passing, she died 191 days before the first daughter to pass. She died July 7th, 2020, the mother. First daughter to pass passed January 14th, 2021, 191 days later. If you write out Society of Jesus, it has gematria of 191. If you use numerology, that phrase has gematria of 83. And the true name of Jesus, Yeshua, also has gematria of 83. But again, like we've always said, it's the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits, who are behind these murder rituals. And if you made it in the world of celebrity, as the Pace sisters did, this is pretty much what your fate is. If you want to be rich and famous in this world and have a name, whether you're a gospel singer or a rock singer, you got to sign on the line with the Society of Jesus. That's the cabal that pretty much runs the world. They control entertainment, government, news, and that's why again and again it's the exact same patterns. If you're new here, I've literally been educating about this for almost 9 years straight, talking about the same thing over and over and over. And keep in mind, the movie Murder by Numbers came out on the day in history that Ignatius of Loyola became the first superior general of the Jesuits. That's why there's so many tragedies that happen in the world on April 19th, from Waco to Oklahoma City and beyond. A couple years ago, it was a mass shooting in Canada, but April 19th, always a fateful date. And again, if you're new here, gematria is very simple. It's based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards. And Agatha Christie, she has a novel out there called The ABC Murders, which is about this same killing by the code of letters and numbers. And in light of the Pace sisters, they got famous in 1988. They put out their debut album that year, In the House of the Lord. And 88, that means this year that album turns 34 years old in gematria. And here, let me just show you how it works. The word black equals 34. There's a lot of rituals with black-related death in the number 34. The word murder is also 34. But notice Jesus is 34. And the only physical description left of Jesus in the Bible, Revelation 1:14, kind of like how the sister died on 1:14, would make you think Jesus is at least part black, dark skin, hair like wool. But the word church is also 34, and the word cross is 34. And we're talking about, deaths of women of the church, gospel singers, and this is the third related death, now coming 34 years from the album. Of course, 3, the number of the Trinity, relating to the church. But RIP to this woman, only 60 years old. Sadly, the N-word equals 60. Another number that we see show up quite a bit in suspicious premature black deaths. Again, the N-word has a gematria value of 60. She's dead at 60. You could also say, since she's dead at 60, that means she died in her 61st year of life. You notice how cross has the gematria of 61 in it, as does church, as does Jesus. You think about you see how Jesus is 61 in reverse, 74 forwards? The name Tupac, 61 and 74, the album put out after his death with him on the cross, Came out on Remember the 5th of November, the day that's special to the Jesuits, Guy Fawkes Day. And his rap alias at the end was Machiavelli. And again, Tupac was no gospel singer, but again, just this Jesus symbolism. And not to mention, Tupac was killed on the day of Caesar Borgia's birthday, who's the person that White Jesus is modeled after, September 13th. And in light of Tupac dying on 13/9, Tupac Shakur is 139. So, again, you take this knowledge, you apply it to the world of celebrity death, and you'll see right through it. You'll understand why there's a song called Murder by Numbers, where killing's as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. You'll understand why there's a song called Gematria, the killing name, and the two members of that band who've died both died in connection to the number 38. Gematria equals 38, like killing, like English, like energy, like murder. One other note about this woman's death today, she died 28 weeks after her own birthday, and her full name, Terrian LaShun Pace, equals 107. We just talked about this yesterday with all the celebrity deaths over the weekend. But Terrian LaShun Pace, 107, the 28th prime, and the word kill has gematria 28. She's dead exactly 28 weeks after her own birthday, and the Anointed Pace Sisters, the name of the group. You see how it's 96 in the most pure cipher, like how her birthday was September 6th. She's the third death. And there's a lot of people in this family, so for this family, I'd be on the lookout, But yeah, R.I.P. And, for the person who asked me to make this video, thanks for the heads up. And I appreciate that you're sharing it with your community. Again, the point of doing this work every day like I have for going on nearly 9 years is to wake people up to the evil that is the Society of Jesus and the rituals they're behind in this world. Everything from, well, pretty much everything. You heard that phrase, the New World Order. What it is the Society of Jesus, the Jesuit order that serves the Catholic Church. We'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Until next time.